JR, how did we get to this point of a renegotiated deal?
Well, part of it's economic, part of it's political. Let's look at the political piece first. When Foxconn first announced this deal in 2017 with the state, it made sense because you had President Trump in office. He was threatening a trade war with China at the time. It just happened to go in a swing state that was important to Trump's reelection prospects. This happened to be in the district of the then House Speaker, Paul Ryan, also the district of then Speaker and still Speaker, Robin Vos, and with Governor Scott Walker, who looked at this as a way that was going to really boost his reelection efforts. So politically, you can't ignore that piece of it in the economics of it, because economically, I mean, like I've been saying, I took Econ 201 in college. Even I understand like labor costs, supply and demand. The labor costs of building a flat screen factory like this in the United States are just much higher than they are somewhere else in the world. But it gave Foxconn a beachhead in North America with all these things going on politically that it made sense. But the market began to change quickly, where the economics made less and less sense. Politically, things have changed. Remember, Scott Walker lost in 2018, Donald Trump lost in 2020, and you had a Governor Evers saying, look, you originally promised this Generation 10 facility, which was going to be transformational, right? It wasn't just about the facility itself. It was about the spinoffs that we expected that were going to happen because of how transformational this project was going to be. That project was never, once it wasn't going to be Generation 10, it was never going to be the transformational project they envisioned it to be, and it began to contract what it could impact the economy. So now we have what the Evers folks call right sizing the contract to reflect what Foxconn is or what it might be going forward. And there are a couple benefits here for the company. One, there's much lower credits it can attain from the state. The intense glare might go away now. It might get away from this, what's it making, the constant question of what's it doing. It's been profiled and reprofiled in numerous national publications for not living to its promises. That might now die down. You have investors who are worried that, look, you guys have an issue there with Governor Evers saying that this is not meeting requirements. What's going on? That's taken care of now. Everybody kind of take a deep breath, and Foxconn can make ventilators or electric cars or widgets. As long as they produce the jobs they promised, the intense pressure dies down compared to what's faced for the last several years.
Rewind. Your Week in Review is sponsored by the Wisconsin Realtors Association, bringing Wisconsin communities to life with great homes, businesses, and neighborhoods. The Wisconsin Realtors Association, the voice of real estate.